all of our personas are based off of Greek gods. Well, I mean, Yukari's is more based off of a Greek myth, but it is tied into a god. Just quick rundown. If I remember correctly, because there are two I'm iffy on. Obviously, Junpei's persona Hermes, a Greek god of messages, thieves, and I forget what the other thing is. But actually, they have like a whole list of things. Fuka's, if I'm right, Lucia. Actually, I don't really know. I remember that her awakened persona is more directly tied to a Greek goddess, but I'm not too sure about Lucia. Same with Penthesilea. I think I might have looked into it at one point when I like first got the game or first like initially played 3, FES. But I actually don't really remember too much about that one. When it comes to Akihiko's persona, Polydeuces. That is another name for Pollux, which is one of the twin gods, or one of the two twins that form the Gemini constellation. If I'm right, Polydeuces was the immortal one, while his brother Castor died, and in his grief, he asked Zeus to share half of his immortality with Castor, and then they were both turned into the Gemini constellation. Our starter persona, Orpheus, is he introduces himself as a master of strings, but in actuality, he was a son of Apollo, if I remember correctly, who was like essentially the greatest musician of his time, until his wife died. Well, I mean, actually, he was still a great musician after that, but apparently his music was so good that it could like affect your emotions. And after his wife died, all he ever played was sad songs, and because of that, it bummed literally everybody who ever heard that, who would hear his music out, to the point where even Apollo himself said, "Okay, dude, we're gonna give you a shot to go get your wife back." Long story short, he fucks up and he loses his wife, and then he gets torn apart by actually I forgot what it was that torn apart. I think it was nymphs, but yeah. Until they leave just his head alone, which is why when Thanatos breaks out of Orpheus, his head is the only part of him that's intact.